And we are live.
Hi.
Good evening, everyone, again. For a very relaxing, although not for very long, session of the Bay Squad. Again, with the Chronicles of Twigs and Reckoning, DM'd by Ralph, a changeling campaign. So, as always, a little content warning. Those who may be interested in such things. For abuse, gaslighting, kink, substance use, and abuse and violence. I think we're still up to date on that one. And as such, if any of those things don't suit you, you are free to go and bake a cake. Pandemic, and baking is very in. Cake is fantastic.
We'll always
There's
take
also so little
breakfast,
things
lunch.
to bake at
Yeah,
groceries.
well, breakfast, lunch, dinner, cake,
cake.
cake. And as such,
Tonight's
Today's-
sponsors.
Today's official.
tonight's evening sponsored by baking. And as such,
Again, just to be sure that we reiterate, McCain, please sponsor us.
please, McCain.
Like, our one person watching us is very interested in cakes, I suppose. Who wouldn't be?
They should.
80 and
Yes,
delicious.
well, I
anytime.
mean, we could always, get some cuts of McCain commercials and do ad breaks. Maybe they'd pay us.
Maybe.
Not before they pay us. I'm not so cheap.
And without further ado, Ralph, take it away.
So, chapter 17 The Gate of Horn. Yes, we must feed. Father, a voice says through the fog. Big, red, glowing eyes fixing you, walking in circles around you. I can barely hear you, Father. We must hurry. And then the creature howls, and from it comes bursts of wind. You cover your face for a moment not to get dirt and dust in your eyes, and it pushes back the fog around it and you, revealing a gigantic wolf almost as tall as two men. Instead of fur, thorns and brambles, and protruding from its maw, vines cascade down each side. Roll for initiative.
I missed the shock. I missed the shock at this point.
I try persuasion.
Well, you can try persuade for real. Like, he talks, he can be talked to.
I mean-
So I ask initiative just for
There is some.
I'm warning. I'm going to try to talk.
It's okay.
Ah, yes.
I hope you get
So
less
initiative.
than Casey.
What's initiative again?
You roll 1d10, and you should have a place where it's written initiative mod on your sheet. You add that to your dice. All right. Yeah, with an 8. And I can't count fingers. It seems. I've got
Dexterity plus composure for
10.
initiative.
Yeah, that
Just-
didn't change.
14.
11.
All right. Give me a moment.
11 too, because I rolled really low.
And who got 14? Thaddeus, I guess.
Yes.
We're missing.
Give me a sec. I just got here. So initiative. One big dice. Oof. 9.
All right. Right down there with Gab.
Hello.
Right down in the
I
cleric
wrote
zone.
Gab, and everybody else got their character name. Serena.
Okay.
That Gab is special.
Okay.
All right.
We all know that Gab is this.
Yes.
So the
no snowflake.
big Oh, bye, Tony. He's the first. He just leaves like that.
No, I'm here.
Oh, no. He
He wanted
died.
to persuade.
He wanted to persuade so far that he just died.
You're first, Thaddeus. Or as I wrote it in my sheet, Thaddeus, because I put an X by accident.
The EX. Nice.
All right, dude. Does everyone still hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Because I kind of kicked my
Everything.
earphone out of me.
He kicked his everything.
We can't hear you.
So this is gonna look at the big dog and go, well, if feeding is what you like, I certainly assure you that we are of no interest to you. Look at this. This here is a pine cone. I am made of porcelain, and he's just gonna kind of kink on his cheek, which is kind of crackling already. This man is made of stone, hard enough for you to break your teeth in, and this one is full of tattoos, which I'm being told by cannibals taste awful. Now, what I could offer you if feeding is what you'd like, I could offer you certainly some food that one of us must have.
I have plenty of lead.
I could offer you, and he's just gonna pull out of his bag using royal summons, like a piece of AAA steak.
Damn.
Can
Scooby snacks.
summon something?
Yeah.
Summon?
Yes.
Oh wow.
You can roll for your royal summon.
Yes,
If
that's
it
why I
requires
was
any
looking
roll.
for my iPad to have my book to know exactly what I'll need to. So here on my page, 1, 2, 3, perfect. Sorry, give me a sec.
Or sec given.
Sorry, it's discrete summons, but yes.
Right. Yes. I was mistaken with the contract that you open the door and say, I am inviting in someone
Okay,
that...
well, my dice pool is manipulation plus persuasion plus weird versus composure plus weird, but I'm not sure what the composure plus weird of a steak would be.
Just roll, okay?
Very high,
I don't
so
want
very
to.
high.
I don't want to think about what's the composure of a steak.
Well, if, you know, it depends how
I guess it
close-
would be for if you summon a goblin or something.
I guess that we can
No.
go, like, proportionate to, like, the portion of the animal it comes
It's got one dice to resist you yanking it.
That's 3 successes.
It's the steak did not succeed. Not
Keeping
being
it simple, I see.
So he just pulls out this AAA steak out of his bag and goes, well, this is certainly tastier than a piece of rock, he says, pointing at Casey. And furthermore, if you do so want, will make much, much better company and much more pleasurable than if
And
you're...
the wolf is gonna cut you there and just glamour. Father needs glamour. He wants to eat you for your energy and not so much for the meat. But that's a very interesting and important piece of info that he gave you there.
Yep. Or I guess we could probably make him steak, a glamour steak. You know, I'm a very good barbecue man myself. Maybe you give me a
Casey and Amelia.
I mean, I will draw my weapon and aim.
Twig!
Go ahead.
I draw my weapon and I aim.
Okay, you do the aim action. I thought you were shooting.
I don't have quick draw.
Oh, fair.
What?
All right.
What kind of element is there around?
Lots of grass and earth, mostly. Seaweed, but I you know, it's mostly grass and vegetal matter. Maybe a bit of water since there's so much fog. So you can get creative with that.
I'm gonna I'm gonna put my hand on the dirt, grab blades of grass, and they're gonna crawl up my arm can just spike out, and suddenly I have like a gauntlet with spikes. Like
Nice.
on the knuckle.
Nice. You got a roll for that, I think.
I
Maybe.
need to roll, yes.
All right, do your roll. It's setup turn.
Can I at least keep talking to keep it distracted?
Well, it's its turn. And yeah, you're gonna keep it distracted, all right.
Good.
We not. Twig. We not.
He's just a goblin.
Whose intentions are good.
Please don't let him be
Be
misunderstood.
misunderstood.
I had 2 successes.
That was the final fight song in Kill Bill 1, I believe.
What are you talking about?
Well, that maybe-
Oh, okay.
Right.
No,
So,
it's not the final
Maddie,
fight.
you can keep track of whatever 2 successes
No, you're
mean
right.
for your
Yeah, I'm
Spell?
opening that
and
right
it takes
now.
an instant action, so I think your turn would be over.
Yep.
Good. Twigs will the Briar Wolf will bite the hand that feeds him
Oh,
for that tasty glamour. What's your defense, my dearest? Sidious?
3.
3? Oh, that's not a lot.
You tried.
Yep.
oh wait, I think I can protect
How much
you.
defense do you expect us to have?
Well, you add your athletics, so you probably have a lot. Well, I say athletics, but whatever it is. Yeah, it's athletics. You add your athletics to your defense.
I have 4.
Well, you could have a lot more, but you don't. So you get 3 damage.
You know,
Lethal.
we could have 10 if we have 3 stats to 5. Like, that's how maths work.
Well, you can have like 3 in athletics plus, lower of dex or whiz. That brings you to 5 or 6, maybe. Look, it's okay. It's
better
gonna
than-
be fine.
It's better than last time. We don't have like 4 people with 1 in stamina. No.
With an enemy
improvements.
that I decided would do 6 damage flat.
Yeah. Well, improvements.
So you get a little bite on the hand, and it is Serena and Sean's turn.
Bitey bite. How much
You
damage
go
did it do?
first, my sweet Serena.
Sorry?
I missed how much damage it did.
3.
3 lethal damage. So very unpleasant.
Go
Yeah,
to Ralph
pleasant
first.
Understand.
What?
Can one concentrate in this? Could I concentrate some glamour on it?
Not really. Like,
Okay.
it's not like I guess mages would just manipulate magic. Glamour is something that is not. Sure, it's a resource and it's represented like that, but you can't just pop glamour out.
Can
And
call less glamour into it. Yes, you can
Damn.
do it with math.
I'm gonna. All right then. If are you gonna do something,
Yep.
Serena? Okay, go ahead.
So she's gonna focus. Need a flash.
or your summer contract, I think.
With Merklor. That. Success.
How many? 3. Does the wolf get to roll
It's contest. With
by? Contested by what?
with
We missed
Just with?
the other one.
Yeah, you cut out a lot.
with
Wits.
Weird.
It's
All
weird.
right, all right.
Okay. We're just hearing like wits.
I'll play with.
It has 1. So you have more successes.
Yeah. So blinded.
So it's blinded. I'm gonna go look at the effects. In the meantime, Jay can go ahead.
Yeehaw. All right.
I cannot stress this enough.
Quickly like that, if I look at you guys, is anyone except Thaddeus wounded?
No.
Serena, Amelia, you ain't wounded.
No, I don't think so. Let me check.
Thaddeus had a little nibble from the
A little
prior
nib.
wolf, but you know.
No, I'm good.
All right then. Okay. I'm gonna look at Amelia and well, Amelia, grab the other leg, and I'm gonna try and grab one of the dog's legs, which is trying to bite at Thaddeus right now, to control him. And I will be casting and using Glamour. I will be using Might of the Terrible Brute, parce que si les deux on se met dessus avec Might of the Terrible Brute. Yes, baby. All right. So I will be spending 2 Glamour, which means I only have 1 left, which is not cool, but. Whenever the player wins a contested grapple roll, the changeling gains a new option for a move to enact. She may reduce her opponent's strength by 1 and add it to her own. So I will do a grapple roll against it. So
Go
strength-
ahead.
Opposed strength athletics. It's grappling, so I have this. Okay, and I have. Oh shit! Okay, 1, 2. I have 3.
It has 3.
Is it player hit like in D&D?
I'd say defense
I
wins.
think we said the defense wins, yeah.
Okay.
Our viewer.
But for
correct
your
us.
remarkable effort, I'll give a bonus die to Amelia on her turn because you're basically trying to do the same thing as her.
That's fair. Very
Fair?
fair. I love it.
I'll switch.
Thaddeus is back on the battlefield.
Oh, I'm just gonna back up and nurse my wounded hand.
All right. If you want, you could roll for a medicine check if you feel confident, or just be away.
No, I'm just gonna step back. I don't have any medicine or anything.
It's fair. Case Amelia.
Kiss Amelia.
Go ahead, Amelia. I'll let you.
I grapple and I go my gentle maneuver.
Yep, because then he'll be very easy to hit with a gun.
Oh lord.
Yeah, so that's gonna cost me
Case
2
got it.
glamour because I'm not hugging more than
Since-
1 person.
I'm a cop. I'm very good at shooting at minorities. I mean, shooting at
That's-
Briarwolves, and Briarwolves.
Oh,
Only Brian.
And
if I made
if
a
I
mistake.
look at my sheet, it means that I become fucking swole.
Swole.
All right, get swole.
That worked.
Also,
Yes, Gap. No, you're cut out.
Okay.
Sorry.
Because I think your sensitivity is too high, is too low. Hear you
Mm.
enough.
So we'll conclude Amelia's action while you settle for that. And so, do you just get swollen gonna attack next turn, or?
I grappled.
All right, roll
Grappled
for
the leg.
your, I think, strength brawl against its
Is it-
athletics.
Is it considered a duel?
No, you're like 5 versus 1, and it's a giant monster.
Yeah, no.
Fair, fair. I hear you.
I
but-
try.
I got my successes. I'm gonna show them. Maddie can't look. It's got 2.
I got 3.
Yay!
So, is there a specific condition that it gives, or?
She
I
can
can.
choose from a list of things.
Let's do it that way. The monster is very big, but you manage to, lift its paw and just topple it on the side, so it's gonna be knocked down.
Ooh.
All right.
So
All right, good.
I'll use that momentum to step forward and shoot.
Shoot.
Does aiming? I don't remember. Does aiming do anything? I think it gives you a dice.
Yep.
It gives you a dice.
It
Or
does.
it ignores armor.
No, well, it's gonna give you a dice. Far simpler that way.
Ignores armor.
Yeah.
And it will have no defense because it's on its back.
It's I'm rolling 9 again because I'm a cop. Ooh, that's a very good check. Although successes don't do much because it's a gun, right? God damn it! 4.
Close. Damn, so close to the crit.
4, great. And I looked it up. I think you add additional successes to the damage. It's not just the weapon's damage.
Really?
Nothing seemed to be saying that. Or armor. I'm in that chapter. Yeah. I think it was like that in the
Old.
like the Kickstarter previews, the old version of the new thing. So you add that to your damage, man.
Ow. That's gonna be 6 damage, lethal.
But it. All right, that's perfect. I'm just looking at the monster stats, so everything's okay. Sure. All right.
I would have one-shotted my previous character.
Oof.
You would have.
Yep.
See, maybe my cowboy was not that OP.
Well, I mean, wood is cruel gun-wise and battle-wise.
Yeah, at the same time, I also had like 4 successes on that check.
We were humans last time, so
You are.
Humans after all.
So, Twigs will use its turn to get back up. And it whines and it's just, no, father, don't go. Father. While it gets up.
Flushing Gab is like the highlight of my day.
All the time. Serena and Sean back at it again.
did you consider the fact that he's also disoriented?
Well, it only got up.
Okay. Well, he's disoriented on top of being blinded.
It's okay. But basically, knockdown means you must use an action to get up.
Yeah.
So
but
that's the first step.
my Merc Blur does 2 things instead of 1. That's why.
What's the other one? Just so I have it in front of my eyes.
Blinded and disoriented.
Okay, it's disoriented. Good. So, Serena Sean.
Serena Sean.
Ladies first.
Lady doesn't have any attack.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna keep grappling, so.
All right, roll for it. It is also going to roll. It will use a willpower because it's at a very disadvantageous spot.
3 again.
Oh, it's not that good.
Womp womp.
It just started well.
And how did it finish?
Not
No.
well.
Well,
got
it's
how
not that
much?
bad.
Did you get 3?
No, 2.
Okay. Then we will give the immobilized tilt to. I will give the immobilized tilt to the dog.
All right.
Unable to effectively perform any physical actions,
Ooh.
and it loses 1 strength, and I gain 1. Whilst we're grappling.
Fun.
Amelia, technically the same thing happened to you too. You have +1 strength and it has -1 since.
No, it's dexterity. Oh, do you give me one? Or
No, no,
do
no, no.
it's...
It-
Because on my contract I chose dexterity.
Oh, okay, I chose strength, so that would make sense.
Amelia?
Grapple time!
Anybody know how to get rid of this boy?
Don't look at me!
To attack?
To grapple. I keep grappling.
Well, it is being grappled, but alright, I'm gonna roll for its check. See if you add to the injury. How many did you have?
3. And don't
Alright.
forget that you hit it last 1 of strength.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it didn't succeed. So
I
you
grab one.
help to the
Dexterity.
effort to pin it down.
It cannot move.
And it goes back to Thaddeus.
It's the
What do you wanna
grapple the
do?
lich strategy once again.
I don't have much to do. I mean, social failed, so I'm kind of useless in a fight.
Kick it.
Well, it's not in a position to bite you if you want to talk to it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to hurt it. I'm just trying to hold it if you want to talk with it. So.
Okay, well,
Like, it's giving you a bit of information that you can use or interpret.
That's fair. I don't think he's gonna be in a very in much of a listening with
Well, if he's
bullets.
stuck on the floor right now being grappled, he doesn't have much else to do than listen because he's literally immobilized. So.
does wound give you
Only when it's in the last 3 boxes of damage. So for now, you should be good.
I don't have. I'm 1 wound short of in my last 3 boxes, so I'm fine.
So you're fine.
As
As good as new.
I'm gonna go to him and say, well, if you do resort to anger, there's no way we can help you. But however, whichever problem you might have, we might be able to help if you stopped biting for only a moment. Otherwise, we'll be I'm trying to help you here, but otherwise, I'll be forced to leave these people to hurt you and destroy you, which will not get any one of us anywhere, will it?
And he just try to, bite at you, but of course it can. And he just, if I don't feed him, he'll go farther.
Well, where is this father? Maybe you can lead us to him. We'll be able to see with him directly what's going on.
He roll persuasion.
Does it count as making him like me? Not sexually, I'm not talking
No,
about friend.
I wouldn't go there. He's pinned
That
to the
was not in
ground.
our warnings.
Maybe if you were in a dungeon and it was consensual, probably.
I mean, although with your face, he still wouldn't kick you out of bed.
Oh lord.
Moving on! So,
Are y'all okay, guys?
Does it count as making good first impression?
But is it making the dog like him?
Finally, how had you modified bless his heart?
We said it last week.
No, you didn't say it. You said I'm gonna think about it and.
Fuck, I need to look at it.
Sounds like
I'm
And
gonna
I've
wing
thought
this
about it and never said a word.
real fa-
Like,
Look,
that's-
I was writing the ending during the intro, okay?
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair.
So give me a
persuasion. So that would be presence persuasion.
Yep.
Matt Mercer,
Remove
if you
2
are
dices
watching-
because 2 people are on top of him, grappling him to the ground.
Does this count as charm?
Charm? No. Like, you're not trying to be charming and, fun. You're trying to get information out of someone you're pinning to the ground.
Fair enough. And last but not least, he also has -1 to his -1 to his resolve
Visual composure.
Yeah. And that would be, again, 3 successes. I'm going to use the inspired persuasion condition to make it an exceptional.
Go ahead and roll.
That's it. 3 successes.
Oh, okay. Well, it's got 2 dice, so it didn't succeed. So he sort of looks in a direction. He's just there, father. And he looks, there's basically nothing, but it's vaguely in the direction of the skeleton. But he's not looking at the skeleton. He's looking next to it.
Is your father standing there?
Yes.
Thaddeus is going to turn to the others and just put the beast out of misery.
Bang.
Oh.
All right, roll. Well, no, you don't need to roll. Let's make this narrative.
Let's not make it like 5 hours long, like it was with, a
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
fish.
No,
I
Not
just need to
again.
cut the terms with. No. So just putting the beast out of its misery. Pow.
Ralph, Serena's gonna go where where he pointed.
Yeah.
Is there anything? No trace of energy, no nothing.
Not specifically for you anyway. But it was right next to a dead body, so maybe things,
Potato.
Briar wolves.
And just as it lays its last breath, it musters, Father, I'm sorry.
Oh, that was one weird goblin. Alright, so what to now, Casey?
Does anyone have bandages? I'm bleeding quite profusely here.
Oh, I think I got someone. Yeah, that's right. I have one in medicine. I'm basically a doctor.
As much of a
Basically a
doctor as this party has at the very least.
Yep.
What's a medicine check, if I may ask?
Intelligence medicine.
So I'm just checking quickly, Ralph. But basically, since I had the condition inspired leveraged, I gain resolved, I gain 1 beat.
Yeah.
And since it made me roll an exceptional, it's another beat.
No, you don't get. You don't get like an extra success for. Like, you don't get 2 beat out of 1 condition.
Okay.
So the body of the beast next to the remains of his former father lay there. As slowly the fog claims back what's his.
So, where might we find the hedge witch?
Over there. Seems to be following the lantern.
Did you have Pathfinder?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, you have
Because
that?
from your place, you do not see any other
Oh yeah, right. We just
lanterns.
I didn't do it. So yeah,
You didn't
where
do
is
it
it?
yet.
I have
Dum,
hedge
dum,
sense of
dum,
direction
dum,
sense of
dum, dum,
that
dum,
Wow,
dum,
count.
okay.
dum, 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 da, da,
Da,
da,
da, da, da,
dum.
da, da.
Tut, tut, tut. Pathfinder, there we are. Shit. I should have been bitten. Damn it. Oh, that's fine. I don't have nothing to roll. So yeah, I'll just I will cast Pathfinder, and as such, know instinctively know the way to the hedge witch's
To
home.
all right. So you go forward, following Casey's feeling and intuition, magic. Just when you think you're probably lost and maybe following Casey was not that good idea, you see another lantern closed. They all are, except that first one. They're all closed, but you think, someone had to put them there at some point, so you press on, thinking that you are going somewhere. That Casey is probably right. One lantern bringing you to the next. The fog just getting thicker and thicker until just in front of you you see a wooden wall. The fog so thick here that you might have ran headfirst into it. And you look up to see the facade of an old sunken ship. And a window allows you to see flickering light inside, like that of a fire. And of course, there is a door not so far from you.
I
Should
will
we?
keep my weapon drawn. I'll hold my hand in my back.
Can I knock?
And the door opens, slowly creaking.
Hola. I'm sorry, we are looking for a very special someone.
Who's here?
Well, we're a bunch of people coming.
Not troublemakers, I hope.
No,
No,
no, of course not.
members of
We're
the
looking-
Boston Freehold.
Was looking for the hedge witch.
Well, it is quite fortunate that you made it here.
Rid you
Enter.
of a briar wolf.
Well, they are no problem for a witch like me. Enter.
Gracias.
Put away my gun,
And
but stay on my guards.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
sit
and-
close to Thaddeus so he doesn't get, attacked.
Fair enough.
You enter the
And I'm
Boat
twice your
house.
height,
Big cat.
Yeah.
and It's a little living room kitchen. There's in Marmite, whatever that's called.
Cauldron.
A cauldron.
Cauldron.
A cauldron with a fire underneath. Things bubbling inside.
How does it smell?
Not good, but not bad. It doesn't. It's probably more medicinal than it is like dinner.
Yeah. So pungent, but not necessarily like noxious.
Yeah.
And mixed with like the salt water and old wood and
Yeah. So you probably wouldn't drink that, but
yeah. Well, I mean, you know, the whole place, but yeah.
and in the room there's an old lady with a witch hat. And you know, the very typical witch kind of appearance. And she's sitting at her table next to the cauldron. And there's a big spoon just spinning inside the cauldron to mix everything together on its own. What brings you to my home?
Well, each little business of our own. I myself have been having dream problems.
Where are my manners? My sister was much better than me at this. I'm Deli. What's your name?
Casey.
And the rest of you?
Me llamo Serena.
Thaddeus.
Stone.
Amelia.
So you're talking about dreams.
Yes.
We also had questions about fetches, but that can wait until after Dream's questions.
Well, you did well to come to this place. Dream problems, what else? Let's get this out of the way so that we know what we're here for. You young man, what did you want to say? She points at Thaddeus.
Well, I was curious. Just out of curiosity, did Marie's medicine check do anything for my arm?
Oh, how many successes did you get?
One. I had one success.
You can downgrade one lethal to a bashing,
Ooh.
but the rest will need to be healed through, time.
Don't worry.
I healed you while I had
Or
super
magic,
can, so
Nick's gonna put a pat on his back as he's. Do you like, how do you wince when you come to talk and with your hand that hurts?
Oh yeah, a bit.
Okay, you look in pain.
Sure.
Do you look destabilized by your pain? Like, does it seem to impede on your capacities to do stuff?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Then you're gonna be
Someone
fine.
wanted to remove wound penalties.
Yep.
So I'm simply wondering, if one has found a fetch and has found various parts of it, so say for example, eyes or nose, or let's go for example for fetch skin. What could one use out of such a thing?
Good question. It would be hard to say. Many a thing could be done with the magic of fairy. And few volunteered to give samples. So I couldn't quite tell exactly. Probably some ritual or something of the sort. It could do a great many things.
could one find the location of a fetch by using a piece of it?
I do not know everything, but perhaps with a powerful token you could, but I do not have this here.
What kind of token?
Magical baubles and things. They are many and have many use, but it would be a coin cost to search for one such thing.
It'd be a pretty penny, but market's at the end of the month.
If even such a thing exists.
No, indeed, that it would be a dreadful thing to do. Imagining that for one to keep a fetch's, for example,
There
again,
is one way to locate a fetch, though no one would recommend.
how would one?
Someone's interested.
Mm-hmm.
The The dreams of a changeling and the dream of a fetch are but one and the same.
Hmm.
Two sides of the same coin. But usually the door from one to the other is closed, and you do not share it every night. But there are ways to open this door. However, once opened, cannot be closed. And if you could have pleasure to go into their dreams, ruin their nights, spy on their thoughts, they can then do the same. And worst still, they are not impeded by your sense of reality and morality. So they would have probably no qualms of doing so, whereas you probably would. So I would recommend that.
But how would you do that?
Must find it deep inside yourself. It is different for everyone, but it is there. But do not go searching for that. It will only bring ruin. Oh, look at me. Talking about this again. I've seen many a changeling grow mad, obsessed by their fetches, and then harassed by them night after night, until I never saw them again. So please don't do that.
Very well. That's as I want.
As such, Thaddeus does. Da 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 da.
All right, so about your dreams. What is the problem exactly?
I've lost someone. Think she's been taken by the Fae. But recently I've been dreaming about her more and more. But if she was just there, I wouldn't talk about it. But when time comes to wake up, she holds on to me, grips me, and can feel it hurt.
Do you think it is a problem of your soul or a problem from the outside?
Don't know. It doesn't feel like just a recurring nightmare. I've heard plenty of people that had problems with their own, couldn't stop seeing scenes and horror, and that doesn't feel like that.
Perhaps it doesn't. Take a look at this. Someone else had reasons to investigate their dreams?
Ralph, Ralph going.
Marie? Hello?
Alright, can we insight this then?
Oh,
Oh,
what
you
a
can
beautiful
roll
day
for
is
it.
it today.
She doesn't want it, but that's okay. You can roll for empathy if you want to T.
So what is it again?
Wits empathy.
empathy.
Thank you.
It would be opposed by Amelia's
Composure.
presence or manipulation subterfuge.
At this
Well,
point,
I think composure subterfuge would be good because she's trying to keep
I like that.
straight
I
face.
like that. I like composure subterfuge. It's a weird check, and I'm all for it.
And I'm sure she doesn't have a lot of neither.
Come on, darling.
All right. What does KC sees? Any tell that you're hiding or feel uneasy? How do you feel a little bit?
Well, at the mention of dreams, at first she doesn't really react because she's thinking of, yeah, we're here for Casey, so yeah, we're here for Casey. Then every time something is added about how it's hunting and how, it can be the same, so it might be it. And anyway, every time something is added, she's just a little more tense.
Shivering.
And by the end, she's almost hunched over, which could be seen as she's still big and the ceiling are probably not super high, but
And tired
you
from the
can see
fight.
the
the little
cowering.
Yeah.
the tail is between the legs.
Well, Casey himself is going to be like thinking about what the witch said and processing it, and turning around is going to notice Amelia just going like, no. Everything fine, Amelia?
Hey, it's cool. Didn't didn't go to Ash often, so it's fine.
Have anything to ask? Ask? I mean, I did offer that. Well, have it's my business, but well, it's a good opportunity for all of you to process some of your business.
I don't got no reason to discuss dreams or anything, so you all go ahead.
Serena's gonna gently pat Amelia. If you need anything, we're here for you, you know that. And she's gonna incite your clarity. So it's gonna be contested. Fuck, I forgot to write what it was against.
Womp womp.
The lines are very short.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay, so composure and weird. Okay. So, I'm gonna get to know your clarity level. And if you have any conditions, you can PM me if you'd rather.
I mean, right now my clarity is perfect because I roll super well.
Well, that's good.
Womp womp.
You're fine. I was hoping for an exceptional, but I didn't get that.
Can't get everything you want. Well, it doesn't matter now, does it? If you feel up for it, you could have a little trip into those dreams. But in a very different way that you changelings are used. You are used to traveling in dreams by being in a dream. But there are other ways. Follow me. And she walks to a door, opens it, and there are stairs going down. And she walks down. Very slowly because she's kind of old now.
I shrink back down and I follow.
We
The rabbit hole.
The murder basement.
Wait, what?
I think it's our best shot. He sent us here for a reason.
Yeah. You're right.
Chuck knew where he was sending us, so.
Well, he did say it was going to be dangerous.
That he did.
Just hope Rowells was of it. Don't think it's gonna. And I go downstairs.
And I guess everybody follows suit.
Yes. I'm not
Good.
letting him go down there alone.
Sure.
You arrive downstairs. You know, a table with old ingredients and weird fruits and plants and
No shackles
roots.
and restraints inside.
Me roll perception.
God damn it!
Puffy handcuffs?
Perception. It's with
Composure.
Yep. That's a no.
Oh, you don't see you don't see the restraints.
You don't see the restraints. God damn it!
But
I'm
one thing
scared.
that stands out very clearly in this dim lit basement with green candles green flames burning, there's a gate. Well, an archway made of bones.
Yes.
And it's just an arch.
I'm not sure I'm down with it's just an arch thing.
It's just an arch.
It's just an arch. It's fine.
When has
But
anything
it's made of
ever
bone,
been just a...
Anyone wants to make a wits medicine check?
Medicine.
I know where
Wits?
that's going.
Asking the check is just saying the answer.
If I had a triple 7, do I get a success or $10,000? It's like one of the. One
You
of
get
one of either.
a single clap.
Yes,
Can I
and
use
because
art
microphones
instead?
don't trigger, I didn't even hear it.
What'd you say, Gab? Chapo was angry.
Can I use art instead of?
Yeah, sure. Honestly,
Oh, Lord.
like artists know their bones.
Marie, is it true?
Probably
If you
more
knew
so
how
than
much
doctors.
I knew about cheekbones. About cheekbones.
All right, so
Are
the
you
two
sure
girls
it's just-
that
it's
have
just a
one
fetish?
success. Some of those.
Sorry, I was hunted for a second.
Some of those bones are humanoid. I wouldn't go just flat out, this is a man's bone, but it was kind of like a femur, but it's not exactly quite the same. So you could think either a goblin or creatures like that, or if. Is your brother just coming into your room to sneeze?
He does that all the time.
As said, focus has been made on brother.
So, yeah, some of them are humanoid, human-like. Was it someone with very bad legs, or is it a creature from the hedge? Maybe both. There are many bones, and you can't look at them all.
Let's ask the bones.
Let's ask the bones. How are you all? So that's what you clearly see in the basement.
So, you're offering.
Here is a gate of horn. It allows you to travel to the dream world physically.
That doesn't seem like the best idea.
But to investigate one's dream, it is the best way. Because Casey here will not be dreaming his dream, and therefore will see it with an objective eye rather than the subjective perception of being the dreamer.
But how do we all get in the same dream?
You all go through the same door.
And how does it choose whose dream we go in?
This is the
Bones.
gateway to the world of dreams. Inside, there are gateways to the many dreams.
Am I the only one who thinks this is fucked up?
With everything we've seen, do you really find that fucked up?
Yes.
Well, I don't. Not at this point.
If this is the weirdest thing you've seen, you haven't been a changeling for that long.
No, he was
Oh, no offense,
hiding.
Missy. No offense, Miss Dolly. I just don't trust whatever comes in or out of the edge.
Do you not come in and out of the hedge?
Okay, apart from myself, if you want to play on words.
And your friends, your freehold, and everything you hold dear, did it not come in and out of the hedge? Stone.
Well, in practice, we are trying to rattle the moles. Nonetheless,
She was looking very intently at Stone, saying that like there was a very double entendre here.
if Jack, Dennis here, I don't think that he had it.
For the record, I will state, and again, Thaddeus doesn't look like his usual chipper, aloof self. I will state that I do not feel entirely comfortable with this, and as I will help however I can, I'm afraid there's doors that shouldn't be opened, lest you are prepared to face what is on the other side.
Don't be quite so
And-
dramatic.
Closest I've ever been to kill. So I'm not backing down. Not gonna fault any of you for not being comfortable with the idea.
Like Thaddeus, Nick seems very hesitant.
Well, as long as we're going in your tree, all should be well. You seem ready for it, so I doubt it'll backfire into insecurities and other things.
You all act as if it was the worst thing you have ever done, but you do dream every night, do you not?
I mean, we did kidnap a man and murder him, so
Like, you do dream every night. How worse can it be?
Probably a lot.
Sure, you will be there physically, and whatever happens, happen.
Thaddeus is just
also
gonna
be much
lean
stronger.
over. Thaddeus is gonna lean over and go, "Dear Head Witch, clarity hurts so much more than one might imagine.
Surely.
well. Is anyone staying behind?
If you're going in, then I'm going in.
I'm not staying alone here.
Let's do this.
Then, since you have an agreement, do you have anything to exchange? Perhaps wisdom teeth?
Fucking knew it.
I might have one in my pocket. Let me check. Of course not.
Just punch
What?
every criminal that comes by
Grave
and be like,
Robin?
"Teeth."
What
Oh wow,
would be
right.
the value?
He went digging for teeth.
What would be the value of this trip?
Well, it depends what your heart sees through it. I'm not shrewd and greedy, but I do request honesty. I have some time to activate the
Maybe.
portal. Maybe you can take this time to think about how to repay the favor. Chop chop, now no time to lose. Go upstairs.
Everybody likes just, like, oh,
And
sorry.
she gets to work in doing like incantations and decoctions for the trip.
Easiest would be a favor for favor.
But we don't know what she'll ask.
The favor has worth.
Sure, but then again, What are we getting ourselves into? That is, again, the question.
Dream exploration.
No, with
Dreams.
her favor.
Well, she's a hedge witch, so maybe some
I don't-
more hedge danger, gathering something.
I just don't want to run around town finding a bowl again.
Because a favor is just easy. We have favors. We have them in profusion. What else do we have to trade?
Alright, and I'm guessing she doesn't like pretty words in poetry, so...
Well, it's given us the opportunity to solve a problem. I don't think she knows how much I want.
On the other hand, no, I'm pretty sure she does.
And
I mean, we've shown not but disdain for whatever is located in the hedge, and she knows that for us to get there, she knows that we must be very desperate. Well, at least one of us must. And I mean, if we barter favors, she might ask for an equivalent exchange of 5 favors, since we're 5 of us going into this. Let's call it dream realm.
that'll the dream.
Well, yes.
That'll be. I don't think so. She's allowing us passage into a resource she controls. In a sense, it's not that drastic. Do we have a bushel of fruit? Goblin fruit?
Not honest, but I guess we could go outside and fetch some before we go in there, if you think she'll trade fruits for passage.
I can find a way to a patch of fruit, but at that point it'd be the same as offering a service. I'm pretty sure that if she'd be interested in fruit, she'd be interested in us gathering them.
She is a hedge witch. One could offer more, I suppose, than just fruit or things.
Sure, but that, I don't
Memories,
think
feelings.
maybe I wouldn't underestimate goblin fruit. Do many a thing. If anyone has something to trade, it'd be me.
To be fair, you don't even have your memories.
I have, well, my own help.
Serena's gonna sneak out while you talk
I'm
and go downstairs.
not going to roll perception. Go ahead.
If no one wants to contest that, it works in that.
Sure.
Nah.
She can get there. It sounds fun.
Thaddeus is gonna notice it and just go with the slightest kind of nod.
Casey's going to glare a bit at you at the you don't even have your memories comment, just to continue that, like, the slight misunderstanding, feud, discomfort
I
that we
mean-
had running.
Am I right or am I right?
Okay, first of all,
Serena, sneaking downstairs.
I don't know how to do this.
Well, gotta figure it out.
Yep. Miss Dally, I
Yes?
talk price with you.
Price. Go ahead. I thought you would come with your friends. And you see she's just smashing some flowers in a mortar and pestle.
Well, I was wondering if they has value to you. It has a lot to me. So perhaps it will do.
Can you show me what this thing is?
She's gonna ruffle around her bag and she's gonna pull out a picture of two younger beings. And she's gonna give it. And she's gonna go. Those are the two people I cared for most before, and this is all I have left of them.
Upstairs. You are still arguing and discussing and making.
No,
you
ketchup does not substitute for tomato sauce.
But it's
And you just
tomato
hear-
and sugar. It is a sauce.
You hear Dally downstairs just no, 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 no. And Serena's not there.
Welp.
Thaddeus is gonna go downstairs.
I'm having
What are you
flashback
doing
from
with the
a critical
banana?
role right now. If someone gets out a cupcake, I'm gonna riot.
What seems to be the issue here?
Is only Thaddeus going down, just so we know
No,
where we're
I
at?
think we're all
Yeah.
going downstairs. I'm
Oh,
definitely.
I was down for him to have his little scene where we're all like,
And she has a picture in her hand. Can't hardly see what's in it, but she gives it back to you. She says, "They are very lovely, don't get me wrong. But this is
Alright.
not what I asked for. This is far too personal to you. Just a very big basket full of looking grass would be perfect. But they are out of season. But an old lady can wait. I haven't had any in years, if not decades."
Then how about come spring, I bring you a basket of it. I'll need to know what it is, but
Well, the goblin market is coming.
Can probably get her a
That
basket
that would
later.
be just moving the debt. If you can wait spring, then once looking grass are in season, we'll gather a bushel and we will gather a basket of them and bring them to you in exchange for access to the Gate of Horn for today.
Sounds very honest. It is nothing but a short ritual and a few flowers and baubles to activate this thing. And I haven't had looking grass in so long, and it is very delicious.
alright
And
then.
you know, an old woman cannot quite go to the edge of your world to gather them.
So we agree then. A basket of looking grass comes in their season. We access the gate for today
Have ourselves a deal, I reckon.
until next sunrise or sunset. To keep, in changeling terms.
Well,
Access the
it
gate
won't
until
be.
next sunrise or sunset.
Oh, okay. Fair. We have ourselves a deal.
Good.
You can write it down so you don't forget to bring your looking grass.
Indeed. I don't pay any once per chapter. I don't pay glamour costs for a pledge.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's your first time doing a pledge in 17 games.
Hmm.
We're bad at
I
this,
mean,
guys.
mine was last game.
We failed at changeling.
We
So
shall
that would be like a
change it.
trade.
All right, that was the end of the game.
Start here at this
That's
point,
it. Made it.
So what was the music?
yeah. It's too
I'll-
late for that. Okay.
I'll write it like it's a trade.
Yeah. So my final piece of advice before we go in. Take your time to do your thing. And you can even go see your own dreams if you so desire. But do not take too much of your time. Because you know how time is weird when you're dreaming and goes days or hours in a few moments. Well, now it's like this, but you are in it physically, so it really goes fast. So take your time, but don't take your time.
We should have warned the others we were going out.
Furthermore, is gonna be worried tonight.
Tonight? Oh, sweetheart, we might be gone for days, if not weeks.
I suppose that
Probably
Jack would be aware of our location, wouldn't he?
He would.
Let's hope.
And
he
if-
spreads the word.
If he is aware, our beloved king also is.
Fair.
All right, well, let's wait no longer. And she goes to the gate of horn with the flower paste, just draw on the bones some runes and symbols. And the wall that's just behind it just wobbles and gives way to a little greenish light, like like what shine on Francois.
He was there all along.
Away
Only
we
that
go then.
syrup now.
And she goes through and just the waves just keep.
Yeah,
And you go.
full Stargate.
Yeah, full Stargate, fully Stargate this.
Fantastic.
Can't be that bound now, can it be?
Then we ally cross.
We'll cross.
Oh yes.
You pass through the translucent wall, and on the other side, a path. Just a path. Everything around it is just weird fractal colors colliding on one another, repeating patterns in a seemingly endless sky. And you see floating doors here and there along the path, and the path itself just turns around. It's a friggin' Hot Wheel track.
Yeah, full MC Escher.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like the mix of MC Escher and Hot Wheels.
I mean, same thing,
Hot
basically.
Wheel was just MC Escher for kids.
Hot Wheels is just MC Escher and Formula One, so.
And so this is what you see: seemingly endless doors. Some are on the path, others are just floating about. They are all different. Some just look like a house door, other like old gates, and they're varied. Well, this is the space between dreams.
How do we find our
Loyalty.
dream?
Well, either luck or you find a way to know which one is yours.
Oh, it's that
You've
one
been
with the
well
lamb's
acquainted.
blood.
You've been well acquainted with your own dream. You should be able. You've had them for as long as you could have them.
What should we look for, please?
Well, listen to yourself and your heart. Or Pathfinder, probably.
Would Pathfinder work?
I think it does.
Ooh, I'm not
Like,
sure.
dreams are... The dreams and the hedge are made of the same thing.
Uh, he instinctively knows the distance and the direction to the nearest general hedge feature of his choice.
Alright, it doesn't, but...
Sorry.
You can roll. It's okay. It's okay. I had like... That was not my plan, but you used it earlier, and I was like, oh, maybe it just worked there too. But I would go with willpower weird.
That is a strange check. I like.
Well,
strange
you're
checks.
following your heart, man.
Yeah. Well, you know, as the man that did a composure drive check, I like weird checks, and I cannot lie.
You just dislike every composure plus stat check.
Composure is such a weird stat to use in a check, but I just love the concept of trying to stay and actually meditate during driving.
I think
It's
earlier,
fantastic.
composure subterfuge, because she was not actively lying. She was just trying not to.
Control your emotions, yeah.
Yeah. One. Anyone else to their willpower
Well, isn't it
plus
Casey's
weird?
door?
Well, unless you want to find your own, or just feel it. Like maybe you don't want to go there, but you go, "Oh, my dream! Look at it! It's in the sky."
My dream in
What,
the
what do
sky.
I have to
with
roll again if I
diamonds.
want
Willpower
to find
plus-
my own? Just asking. Okay, thank you.
Is it remaining
Willpower plus weird medi.
If someone other than me, I don't suggest anyone, but if in some
Just
random case someone other than me wants to do it, it's willpower and weird.
Is it the willpower we still have?
I assume it's
Or
the
is
no, no.
it-
It's your
it'd be
max will.
maximum. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Willpower weird.
Yeah.
That's a
How,
lot of
how
that.
many times do I have to say it? Really?
Willpower weird.
What again?
Which
was
one?
it? What was it again?
I'm going.
It's
That's it for
manipulation subterfuge.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah.
Big fat
It's
one for
whatever your lowest merit is plus stamina.
All right. Jay, did you roll it? You got a 1.
That'd be a professional
Alright.
training or alternate identity check plus stamina.
Oh wow.
Let's go full
Alright.
meta. It's just the last merit on your sheet.
Wait.
So, everyone, and for good measure, you see the door that would be, you really, very well see your door, Gab, for successes. They're all close to the road that's ahead of you, and further ahead. Okay, you see it's pretty far, but you can feel it like your heart tugging at it. And you walk until you come close to Serena's door. If she wants to say like, look at it, it's cute. Or just not.
She's gonna
There's-
pretend it doesn't exist.
There's just stickers with like animals and clouds and
Oh wow.
I love Liam.
And
She
L
didn't
plus
even put
S in
that
the
here.
heart.
yeah, and there's just
Oh my
blood
God.
dripping down from under it.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Yes. That's my door. Right.
Mm-mm.
So fun. Lighthearted.
It's just
Lighthearted.
photographs of people with their head cut off. On
Oh,
the
wow.
photograph. I mean, just not the.
It's like puppet strings with people with no head and really weird.
So she ignores her door because she doesn't want to be. She doesn't want people to know what's going on in there. You keep walking on that long, seemingly infinite road, and you go next. You pass by Thaddeus's door. Oh, wait! Before we keep going, what does your dream door looks like, Serena? Just for the player,
Yeah.
I sure
because
hope
you're
it's
not saying
my
it, but
idea.
Well, it looks a bit like a theater. So, like, as if it was an arch structure with curtains on it. And then it's really puppet strings with a bunch of dolls without faces or without heads.
that is so lighthearted. I love it.
And
Very
toys
charming.
laying around the stage that is decorating the door.
Man, you were a strange teen. All right, so we
Word.
thank you. Yeah, fair. Thaddeus,
I'm
you
20.
feel your door a little further away. Do you do something, and what does it look like?
Thaddeus is gonna go, would you mind waiting for a moment?
I have all the time in the world, young man.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
And he's gonna head towards his door, which is just like this big, sturdy Victorian wooden, like strong oak with nice furnishings door with a brass handle. He's gonna open the door and just peer in.
And you know when you watch like a show with a live audience,
Mm-hmm.
when you look through your TV, you see just the set and everything is, you are in the show. But you open the door and you see that room you were in. A beautiful Victorian room, but there's not quite a ceiling. There's only 2 walls. Details are a little iffy, but it's definitely the room you once slept in. And it feels not dark, but it's like the lights aren't exactly on, and you can see other such set-like pieces in that dream. You see
I
the
step
bed
in.
that is, not done, clothes lying on the ground. And you step in.
Is he there?
No. There are traces of him, but right now it's like you could have him there, but it would be probably a conscious choice.
Thaddeus is gonna just go sit for a moment on the bed.
You sit on his side of the bed. You see, like, the hat on the ground. And you take a deep breath. It even smells a little bit like him, or what you remember of it.
He's gonna put his hand on the pillow, take a moment, shake his head, and just go, I'm such a fucking idiot.
We don't
Stand
see
up
all
and
that, right?
I didn't follow
Sorry,
it.
you get up. Did you take something, or I didn't hear?
no, he's just gonna put his hand on the pillow.
Okay.
Take an instant, go, I'm such a fucking idiot. And stand up and leave the dream.
And he leaves, visibly a little upset, disappointed, or anyway, not feeling his best.
Well,
Good to keep going.
Yes. Let's go.
You alright, Thaddeus?
Are we ever?
Fair enough.
And you keep walking till you arrive. Oh, you didn't? No, you described your door. Next to Sean's door. What does it look like?
It's a little wooden door. It looks like it has little white curtains on it, and you see the sunlight going through the curtains. And I think, can we hear sounds? Because I think you'd hear bird chirping and probably other like outside noises. Probably the giggles of a very young girl.
And you walk past. Maybe Sean staggers for a moment.
Definitely.
But does he stop or does he keep going? Or talk or
He looks at the door, and then he kind of looks at the group, has a little smile, and then like you see his hand going from the doorknob. He sees the group and then has a little smile, and then just puts his hand back in his pocket and then walks with the group.
wait, did you open it? I
No.
No, okay. That's why I understood, but then you kind of looked expectingly and am I supposed to describe his dream now?
No.
All right, good. I followed more than I gave myself credit for. So again, you keep going on the path.
All good, Nick?
And go ahead, I'll describe more after.
All good, Nick?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I'll it was just, it's fine. It's alright. I don't need to know what I'm dreaming of. I know what I dream of.
Thaddeus is gonna again have this same slightly melancholic smile and just go, "Are we ever?"
He's not gonna answer to that little retort.
And so you continue, and by then you would be upside down from the way you started because the path have been, but gravity works and doesn't really, so you still walk, but you are upside down from the way you were when you entered.
Shit's all weird, yo.
Fucked up.
And you arrive in front of another door that beckons to someone.
No.
And it's Amelia.
Oh gosh darn it.
What does it look like? And I'll add something to it.
Thing.
Haha.
It's sturdy country door. It has a little window with plated curtains drawn so you can see on the other side, and there are scratches on it. On one side, it's small bar, as if to show the growing height of a child, and on the other, it's claws. Something trying to get in or get out, but it's not soft.
And it's a double door.
Oof.
Well,
And Dally is, she's walking first. So, Amelia, do you stop, say, do something,
Cry inside.
cry a little bit?
Well, she's gonna be like, since the beginning, we started, we were walking, like we had a few stops, but we were walking and we're getting closer, and she's getting slower, and she's getting slower, and she stops in front of it, and she just stares at it while her fist clenches on her side, and
What is
she
it?
stops and thinks.
Is there a
What is it,
problem back
Edmos?
there?
How much time?
We have no limit. If you want to go in, you can.
didn't spend much, so go ahead.
Dally will walk back to you. Just, double door. Not
What
good.
is that?
Not good one bit.
What does that mean, having a double door?
Sounds like the fetch already crossed over.
Well, it
Exactly.
could simply means that her fetch is still alive.
No, it does mean that both their dreams are now linked.
Oh,
Someone crossed a door that they couldn't close anymore.
Well,
But no use staring at a closed door.
We can go with you if you want, Edmos. You don't have
I
to
don't
go
think
alone.
anyone here has anything in the next few days.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I've got a ceremony to prepare, so and a birth to maintain. So
Actually, Persimmon canceled the ceremony.
Like, you're still doing a little something, but it's not a ceremony, it's just a get together.
oh.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I want you to see what will happen to me back there.
And we can wait for you.
And Amelia's gonna put her hand on both doorknobs. Take a deep breath. Exhale a bit shakily, and not from like, oh no, I am sad, or oh no, I'm fearful. She is pissed off. Very, very pissed off. And she's gonna open the door and walk in.
Was that her telling us to stay put?
here's an actual question. How will we know if it's Amelia or her fetch who's suffering?
We can see it literally. Like the fetch won't have immediate. I mean, it's actually the fetch doesn't look like a freak.
No. What I mean is that inside, like the doors will be closed, so we'll be hearing whatever happens. But how will we know if it's Amelia or not? Because
Well, what time was it back in the real world when he came?
We left after the interviews, so in the afternoon.
I am no
Well-
expert, but maybe, probably is she not asleep? If it is, just the afternoon.
The sun might be coming down at this point. Probably is, since we're in November.
So maybe don't worry about this too much.
sure.
Sorry, I'm looking for songs because there are things I didn't anticipate and trying to keep talking.
Nobody
So
explodes.
So we should only wait for her to come back?
Well, at
Oh,
the
we-
very
oh,
least.
We don't even know if the time passes the same here as it passes in sea.
We know it doesn't.
We'll go with that. You open the doors, and much like Thaddeus, it's sets of a show that's not being filmed right now. But every set mirror one another. Like a corridor, and you enter. To your left, you see the old living room from your parents. To the right, you see the same living room. But on the floor, there's blood. And you walk a little further. Another set. One which just a bar. And the other one, like benches are broken. Everything is, torn apart. And you walk, and there's always, or almost always, a side that is normal and one that has traces of violence. And your instinct at first is just to think, my fetch is the one that has the violent dreams. But then, is it? Is it the ravenous beast? Or is it you? And the line blurs between what you think is yours and what is hers. Roll me a good 3 clarity damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
that
Why?
sounds about right.
I was about to roll a 4.
Ooh.
1.
Alright. Well, take 1 clarity damage.
Was your 1 clarity damage at 10?
Yes?
Okay, that's all.
Enjoy.
That's why you were like, "Ooh."
So,
Yeah, because I was like, I got just 3 dice. Oh my god. And I got scared because the second row was a 6, and for a second I thought it was a 9. And I was like, please no.
2 clarity damage isn't so bad.
It's just a bit bad, but not so
it's a
bad.
bit bad. So, after
Like Michael Jackson.
an amount
bad,
of time, a few minutes that Amelia takes in her dreamscape, she comes out. Clearly shaken. Hard to hide it. But at least she knows.
Casey just, goes up to Amelia and puts his hands on her shoulder. Everything all right? You okay?
It's about your dreams. Or let's go to your door.
All right. Press on. You're okay?
I'll hold up.
Okay. I just, give you a little squeeze of the shoulders. Let go.
Well, I hope you learned whatever you wanted to see there.
I'm gonna spend another glamour,
Pen me that glamour.
and I'm gonna summon
Ooh.
Ice cream!
Oh,
a,
please.
but-
do.
a bottle of bourbon.
Yes.
That's not ice cream.
Well, I mean, bourbon flavored ice cream or ice cream flavored bourbon, both is good.
Oh my. 1, 2.
Ice cream flavored. I think you mean bourbon flavored ice cream.
Get out of here with your ice cream flavored bourbon.
I have
I think you had it the wrong way around.
Food is food.
I have my
This
my
is
success
working,
here.
and suddenly
Shh, let him speak. I
I
heard
have my success,
alcohol.
so I'm just gonna like pull like just pull a bit on Amelia's shoulder to have her like lag behind with me.
Yeah.
I pull out the bottle of bourbon, and I'm gonna look at you and go, well, we suddenly both know that the answer to his question was not gonna be yes, I'm okay. I'll toast with you.
The answer I got out of it is, it's fine, we'll talk about it when we're not in another dimension.
But I won't say no to bourbon.
Nobody should.
Nobody would.
So yeah, we kind of lag behind and just day drink
Take a few swigs.
among the two of us.
It's okay. You're in a dream, so technically, it's not day drinking.
Fair enough.
It kind of is though.
Shut up.
It's dream drinking.
It's head drinking.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You're drinking in a dream. It doesn't count in real life.
Marie, you don't have a brown paper bag to hide the bottle in, so...
Discreet summon a paper bag.
One glamour for a paper bag.
For one paper bag.
Man, they couldn't even give you plastic for that much.
Serena's gonna notice
Anyway.
this,
Big oof.
and Nick, you're gonna feel a cool down around her as she notices them jerking in the back.
You cool down as in like your goddamn air thing that makes everything cold, or like you're relaxing?
I think
Something
it
up.
gets colder.
Shay, could you try and adjust your microphone? We don't hear you very loud.
Yeah, it's kind of far away, I think.
That's better.
No.
Ugly, yes.
I'm having trouble hearing Gab as well.
Really?
No, I think Gabby's fine.
How about now?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
I
My
can go
my
closer
mic
my
angle
mic.
was upwards, so
Oh, okay.
That must be it.
Happens.
This
I
better,
think I
Tony?
know. Yep.
Okay.
Gab
Really?
sounds great, looks great, everyth's great.
and
Flawless.
Give me
Aside
more
from my
Gab.
internet.
Gab
Aside from your
slays.
internet.
Good point.
But you know, not everything can be
I mean,
perfect.
Gab needed to have a flaw.
yeah.
And it had to be her
So-
internet.
So it has something to be
So
extra.
Wi-Fi.
Casey. You
Yep.
draw closer and closer to the door. What does it look like?
Well, seeing a pattern of my dreams up to now, I'll say that it looks nice. Like
Oh.
it looks like you know, a metal and glass door, like the kind that you see in a shop. Frosted. And on the other side, it seems sunny and nice and warm.
Well, that seems to be the place we need to be.
I'm not sure for need, but certainly for want.
Well, see what's behind door number 5, I guess.
I hope you don't mind me coming along if you want me to find whatever's wrong with you.
Oh well. Yeah, I think I'm better not be there alone.
You want this as well?
We'll go with whatever you decide, Casey.
Your dream, your call.
I don't mind you coming.
No, that's not the question. Do you want us to come in, or do you want us to stay out? Not minding is the coward's way out.
Don't want you there.
Well, there you have it.
I just fear that I might need you there.
Perhaps we can simply send Nick with you then.
Or let's cut the apple in half. Let's stand by the door, and if ever something goes terribly wrong, either scream, yell, or do use some kind of sign to let us know.
I think Nick is closer to you than anyone else, so
As y'all start mentioning him, he kind of has bigger eyes, like this.
No. Thaddeus, I wanted to be.
Yours is just gonna be mid-swing.
Yeah, I think everyone is. Everyone's like, what?
Everyone is mid-swig.
Everyone had a bottle of bourbon, just.
or a fine bottle of whiskey.
He's gonna turn to the hedge witch and go, is there such a thing as dream madness or hedge madness?
Yes. We're all
He chose you. Stop being
Not
an ass
helping.
about it.
clarity.
Someone that. What I think is that I could need someone to yank me back. If anybody can shake me up. Not care about Camilla because you don't know her. And you know the power of seduction, how dangerous it can be. The power of love. I trust you. Else.
That is actually a fair reflection. I'll be there. Lead the way. And he's just kind of like, when leaving, he just kind of turns to Amelia, going like, "There better be some fucking left when I come back."
Can count on it. I don't think Serena will let me touch much. It's getting real cold out here, so
Well, it's on the rocks already, so you know. And we go in.
You go in along with Dally, that wants to find your answers.
Is the crowd there with the canned laughter and the camera crew?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
At least we tried.
You open the door and pass through the three of you. And there are still the same set-like quality, but every set look like a piece of broken glass. Like it's fractured in places, clean cut. And there are pieces missing. Some of them are just stuck together, but the one half is a living room and the other one is outside. And they mesh together like they were made like that. And everything is weird, torn, and broken. Poor boy. Seems like your soul is very damaged from your trip in the hedge and in Fairy.
I don't remember anything.
Well, that would explain why it's in such a state. Let's walk. Maybe some things will bring some light.
Dreams, they're usually nice right up until they're don't. They're not.
If there is something to be found, we'll find it.
You know, I just
And you walk.
walk down memory lane. I just see the scenes I recognize, probably the dreams or the memories.
And more than that, like you see, uh, her office, like you see the desk, but there's only half of it, and after that, it's outside, clear blue sky. And then, like, her home, but again, half of it is just the bowling alley, and the other, her home. And then you see places that you never saw before. They're not clear, like, no one really had time to finish making those sets, or they destroy them as they went. But half-baked places, like it's probably a home, but almost all the furniture is gone, incomplete. You see wooden tiles with blood on it, a large and wide pool of blood. And you keep going, and eventually, in a room that is not as broken as the others, but still kind of messed, you see Camilla. She's standing there looking through a window that shows basically nothing on the other side. And she's just gazing on the horizon. And you say, is she? And she turns around. With her long black hair, she's wearing a red dress that goes down to the floor. A red flower, like a pin, and one in her hair. Okay, so you came back. You brought friends. Where are my manner? I'm Camilla, and she goes to you and to Thaddeus to shake your hand.
Thaddeus is gonna bow. Like, he's gonna actually do a very proper kiss on the hand. I've heard much of you, Queen of Spring.
Oh, I hope you don't believe everything that Casey says.
Well, if only half of it is true, only good things should come. But I do believe that Casey was here to discuss with you. I'm a mere traveler of no real importance.
But where are my manners? Let's have some tea all together. And she goes, turns around, and it looks like, a kitchen. You weren't paying attention to the room behind her as you were talking, but behind her, it's a kitchen. There's a little counter, a stove, and a kettle.
Oh,
And she
jeez.
goes to brew some tea.
How are you?
She was opening pouches of tea, and she stops. Let's not talk about it. Let's enjoy the moment.
I just can't seem to. Where are you?
Where am I? Well, I'm here, Casey. How silly. As she turns around, pours hot water in 4 cups, and goes to place them on the table. On the table, a centerpiece, like a vase with red lilies inside of it. That you didn't notice before. Here's some tea to calm your nerves. And she serves you all.
I drink, getting myself, caught up. But you've been gone for so long. Where are you?
Casey, you're so silly.
Camilla, I want to take care of you. I want you safe. Realize not in Boston.
I know.
Let me help you. Gone for so long.
But can't help you, Casey. Everything is in your hands. And the path ahead is fraught with pain. And how I wish you did not have to walk it. But don't leave me here.
Not leaving. Back. But stopping, and I never stopped.
Do you enjoy your tea?
Yeah. It's lovely.
Well, since we are to stay here for a bit, how about the four of us play a game? Should we?
A game. I love games.
Maybe if a deck of cards could be produced? I do believe you should have one in most kitchens.
Of course, in my drawer.
Would you mind
And
if I
she
go
goes
in?
over to the counter
Okay.
to get the deck of cards. There. I've never been really good, but I'm a fair sport.
Oh, being good is not what counts. It's mostly about the player, isn't it? How about a simple game of draw fish?
I reach out to, just touch Camilla, just take her hand, or
She grabs it back and holds it like strongly, but not in a intrusive way. Just and you play whatever your game.
Sure. Go fish.
Roll your contract, you silly little man.
Casey is just so not into it. He's just
Oh, you don't have to be.
distracted is the least.
He's just looking at Camilla like,
Another competition, that would be 136.
I'm not a teenager in a teenage looking at Courtney, I guess. No, Courtney is like the bitch in the school.
wow, we apologize to
Manip-
everyone.
Courtney's. I will not
Socialize
apologize to
behavior
Courtney's.
versus
Courtney's
composure.
know what they did.
Can you repeat that, Tony? Because Chapeau talk
Manip
loud.
plus socialize plus word versus composure plus weird.
All right.
Courtney's know what they did, just like the Danish.
All right. I got my successes, if any. What about you?
Yeah, I'm still counting my dice. Give me a sec.
I'm just showing my fingers when you're not looking at the screen.
Oh my.
All right, it works. It's okay.
No,
I get it.
Yes!
All right, yeah, have to tell me exactly what's the effect of whatever that does.
So, with an exceptional success, I learn her virtue, vice, or equivalent for whatever she might be, plus 2 aspirations.
Ooh.
All right. Give me a moment. I gotta look at all of this. Shouldn't be too long. Outside, in the meantime, they are taking their time compared to the others. Like, they're at the point where they're playing cards, so it's...
Yeah, it takes a bit.
Do we still see our doors? Like, are they within sight distance?
No. The door closes behind them.
It's,
No, I mean our
Four
doors.
doors.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, whoever was first, I think it was Serena. Like, it's kind of far away, but maybe Sean and Amelia, they're still, not too far.
I'm gonna need to get some more glamour soon.
Oh, you will.
Right. Well, if you don't mind, I'll be hanging next to my door to hear nice noises. If that's all right with all of you.
That's
Si
all
tu pouvais le texter, me l'envoyer en privé. Faudrait pas que tout le
Okay,
monde
okay, I can
sache.
do that. Sorry, everybody.
You
It's okay.
bitch.
It's okay.
How about you, Leon? I can.
If you
stand-
look at my Discord name, when you say bitch, it's me. You're talking about me.
After all I've done for you.
I trusted you.
Well, you did say that I was the best person for you to have around in there, so you gotta trust the process.
Leon, if you want to go for a walk, feel free to.
There really isn't much places to walk to around here.
Who knows?
Just stay close, okay?
Of course I must. Have you met her?
Not out of dreams.
I'm sorry, Tony.
And did she try to harm you?
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Here's what we could do. If you allow me. Perhaps next time you go to sleep, I could join you. So we're ready to face her. If she comes back.
Serena, I don't want her to harm you too.
She's not my fetch. I'm not worried about her. And I'm not worried about getting hurt. I'd rather you be safe and make sure you are.
You make me think about my sister sometimes.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah. She was very bright and very set on her ideals, on her dreams, on her beliefs. And she sometimes was really annoying, but
Isn't it the case with all sisters?
yeah. And I don't want my fetch to take another sister away from me.
Don't worry about this.
How can I not worry about this, Serena?
Well, for one, I know what to expect. And we're gonna take care of her faster than you can think and believe. So,
Serena,
shouldn't be a
she's not lying. She's not throwing. She killed, okay?
Mhm. I understand. And I also know that we can get through anything that gets in our way. And that includes that monster. It's just a matter of sticking together and not being cornered alone. Together we have done great things, and I believe we can keep doing so.
We have done so many mistakes too.
Of course, life is all about mistakes, but victories as well, and learning and becoming greater beings. If we stopped someone from riding a bike after they fell the first time, they would never learn. And the fact that we have faced already quite a lot of things since we arrived here is only preparing us for what's to come next. We know our enemy at this point, we know what she can do. So when your fetch passes that threshold again, if you allow us to be with you, we'll take care of her. I know you can probably do it yourself. You're very strong and very impressive, but perhaps having a friend in this fight would do you good.
And maybe talk about it after Casey come back.
If that's what you desire, Hermosa.
Inside.
I'd like to make a small note that Mary was trying not to laugh because Serena's like, yes, we'll be in your dream. And then Amelia's like, what was the beginning of my dream? Oh no! I'm
Sorry,
Natalie, this is not what you did!
What the?
Oopsie.
Moving on.
Après avoir
We apologize.
reconsidéré. Inside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I never expected I would win.
Isn't this fantastic? And so Camelia, you look like someone who likes to live, who who likes to live life to its fullest. While you were, well, not here, were you able to travel, learn, pick up a few languages, maybe?
Oh, not really.
That is a shame.
I'm a very busy woman.
He's gonna turn to Casey and go, whatever it might be, it honestly and truly believes it's her.
I'll try kenning.
Roll your clarity. Remaining clarity if any damage has been taken.
God damn it.
Didn't.
Yep.
It don't work. Oh,
Thaddeus could try it.
Does it cost glamour to try the keening? And what's the roll?
clarity. Remaining clarity.
No, I'm good. I'm full.
I'm gonna go check the rules so I give the right information
rules.
because, of course, Tony's gonna get like 8 successes and
No,
know
actually, fuck all.
everything.
I have 4 threes, but I have no successes.
God
Oh, okay.
damn it.
Well, I don't need to check the rules for that thing.
But no. Persimmon said that wasn't a hand of the Fae. And that turned out to be not one of the 2 lies that he told, one of the lies that he told us.
Unless the 2 lies statement was not true to begin with.
Dally, well, perhaps you should discuss this somewhere else.
I'm
What is it, Casey?
I did not.
Silly, who else could I be?
Know full well what else could be. Figments of my imagination. Fetch, hedge spun horror that tears at dreams. That really.
Casey, and you just replace your hair a little bit and just, Casey, no matter what I was, you know, I would still say I'm me, but what else would I be but myself? We're just playing cards and having tea.
Casey, I think you should step back out.
I will just, sweep the table. Get up from my chair.
Oh, Casey, what is this about? I didn't want to upset you.
Getting you back.
But she places her hand on yours. But you're here now.
Yeah, but you're not back there. You're not at the court playing bowling and momming all the addicts and broken things that we take care of. You're not brewing tea in your kitchen. You're in my dreams. Someone
You-
lied to me. Getting you back.
And she grasps your hand strongly. Just, please.
What? Stay here? My own dreams?
Don't leave me here again.
Be back. Getting you out of here. Need to let me go.
It's so dark when you're not here.
Casey, I do not think you'll learn anything more.
I tried to tear myself away from Camilla.
You do. It hurts a bit. You get a little scratch from her nails, but
I'm storming out.
Thaddeus,
You can give me the answer in private, because I think it would be a nice jump cut to end on this. But Thaddeus is gonna look at her, and he goes, I really want to help him, you know. And I do believe in some way you do too. So what can you tell me more about this secret that you both want and not want him to know?
leave this place. It isn't yours.
It is not meant to be mine, but I can help him. I can help you help him.
No. Leave.
I believe he's gonna stand up. It kind of is of the last Hail Mary. He's gonna go, I believe that you truly do want to help him. And whatever you might be, I truly think if you're not her, at least you think you are. And from there, I'm calling onto your love for him. I'm calling onto your affection for him. Because right now he is breaking. So help me help you help him. Because he is
Path
shattering
that he
right
has
now.
to walk is full of pain, and how I do not want him to walk it.
But pain leads to healing. And without taking any steps on that path, he is being torn down. Casey is becoming nothing but a shade of what he used to be when he was with you.
she will bury her face in her hand, and just cry. And Casey, as you go, you can hear her.
That does not bring me back. That
No, probably not. I just wanted to
presses
hurt you a
me
little bit more
forward,
while you were
if
going.
anything.
I just wanted to hurt you a final little bit of.
Yeah. Yeah.
And from there on out, she's pretty cut off and crying.
I'll be frank, you're just putting bullets in my gun.
Mm,
In a
mm. Oh,
more
I'm
little-
putting bullet in my gun.
in a more literal sense than you think.
Nice.
Can
I
I-
really want you to do whatever you're doing.
Like you can cut
It's-
it, but can I kind of try persuasion a bit to have at least some kind of inkling of something?
Roll,
Shaking.
and you're not gonna get what you think you're gonna get, but we'll see.
So that would be presence persuade, I suppose.
Yeah, sorry.
Up when a creeping into the bottom to the hay.
Hey.
Young lovers with their legs tied up in knots. Young lovers in the hay. With his gun turned on, Papa and a creeping to the bottom to the hay.
I'm using every fucking thing on this.
Gunman. My daddy's got a gun, you better run.
That's 3 successes.
And it was to convince her to talk about wherever she is or whatever.
To open up, yes.
Ever since you met her, she was always acting very, like a comedian would. Like you arrived, she was just looking at the window, and then you arrive. Oh, hello, Casey. And sometime her demeanor was breaking that persona of, oh, I'm having guests. Let's have some tea. And as you talk to her one on one, her words are still, reflect that very appearance based persona. But in her eyes, you can see her her eyes say, help me. But she wouldn't utter those words.
Thaddeus is gonna stand up. I'm sorry if our presence has caused you any stress or pain. And is the hedge witch still there?
Yep.
He's
Well,
gonna look at her.
probably she actually probably left to the door with Casey.
And Thaddeus is gonna bow slightly and gonna leave.
Outside, Casey storms out angry.
If nobody tries to stop me, I am storming out.
Casey, wait! What happened?
I am going to empty a garbage can in Persimon's face, and then I'm going to pin him to the wall, make him talk.
Whoa,
Alright, alright.
What happened? Where is this? Where is he?
You can see him, walking back in the room, like with the door open.
What happened?
What happened in there is Casey's purview, and if he wants to talk about it, he should, but I will not.
That's why I would ask you.
I wasn't just dreaming of Camilla. I was seeing her.
Dali comes out and just, I think we should discuss this in a different place.
Where we don't have screwed up time. That could be a good idea.
Yes, and despite everything, I have found a couple things that will probably come in handy. So get off your high horses, young man.
You. Why wait? Persimmon has answers.
Casey, because if we do not take the time to handle this properly, it's gonna backfire.
Want to rush in there and yet end up
Yeah,
blowing the whole
well,
thing we're trying to save.
going up to him and exposing that in any way is going to
Let
backfire.
me remind you this, Casey. You are royalty. He is royalty. If we make a pillar fall, after we already had one fall recently, and then you fall yourself, we have 3 pillars to the ground within a week. It's
Right
not just
now,
what you're thinking, it's the entire freehold at stake here.
That was such a good argument.
My girl is the.
Yes.
There you go, girl.
and to be fair, if he knows something, abusing him probably won't make it reveal it anymore to us.
Let's go. Talk about it.
Well, there are a lot more doors currently, so I expect a lot of people are asleep right now in Boston. Time flies by.
Let's hurry.
And you will go back. And you are again in Dali's house. She
Casey-
brings you on the first floor, sets the table so that you can have a little tea or something.
Casey can hardly stay still. He's not rushing out. That's been solved. But, he is
Not happy.
unnerved at the very least.
Sure.
So did you find anything useful for you in this?
Yeah, plenty. You
I
said
think. Yeah.
you said you found things.
First of all, as you clearly understood, it doesn't seem like a figment of your imagination, more like she's reaching out to you wherever she might be. And normally I wouldn't have been able to have an idea. But I think she wanted us to catch a hint. The red flowers.
Seen
They
them
are
before.
very rare in the hedge. They grow white here.
Where would they be in the edge?
Well,
Are you
let
saying she's in
me
Boston?
go get my books. And she goes to like her shelves with a few books, and there's like one super wide leather bound tome.
As
Puts
witches
it on
do.
the table. Like, what else would it be?
Yeah.
Like paperback? Nah,
Nah.
no way.
Hardcover? Pfft, get out of here.
If there is no spine on my book, I don't want it.
Define spine. No,
It's
you
a
know what?
little.
You know what? Never mind.
for-
Never mind. You know what? Don't define spine. Considering that we just stepped out of a gate of bones, please don't define
All
spine.
right, it's a little spine. No, so she puts it on the table, flips a few pages, and stops on a page. The Glade Sovereign. It's a
What?
very hard place to reach in the hedge. But it's the only place I ever knew, well, I ever heard that flowers like such would grow.
The Glades of Rain.
It's Glade Sovereign.
Glade Sovereign. Okay, all right.
Yep.
I understood Glades of Suffering, and I was like, holy shit,
Yeah.
this is
Hmm,
getting
fun,
Wow,
hardcore.
this is
fun.
hardcore. No, Glade Sovereign. It's a lot nicer.
Yeah, a bit more mild, if anything.
It is an ancient place that cannot be reached easily or any time. When the winter wanes and spring waxes, the paths to the glade sovereign will clear. Whence tide are low will the fairy circle be revealed, as she reads in her book.
Well,
When did Camilla disappear?
in spring.
In spring, like
Yeah.
early spring, like
Yeah,
maybe
the
at the moment where winter wanes and spring waxes, maybe. But it was like very beginning of spring.
yeah.
So that threw you off for a while there.
Yeah, but that confirms that.
Yeah, let's say it adds up.
Yeah.
Casey, I'm not quite sure, but I don't necessarily think that Persimmon. I'm fairly sure he lied, but I'm far from convinced he lied purposefully because he had something to do or because he wanted to hurt you.
Weren't we hours ago suggesting that he is some kind of traitor?
Oh no,
I was
out
never on that ship.
hours ago I was suggesting that maybe certainly there's more to him that he shows. But whatever she was in there, there's something as odd as it is that she both wants you to know and not want you to know. And maybe, and this is a thought, but maybe Persimmon is aware of that same thing, and himself made the choice of not telling you because he'd agree with her that it would bring you too much pain. But one thing is for certain, I do firmly believe that Persimmon would be lying right now about some things at the very least. And certainly about the fact that he knows more about you than he lets on.
Yeah, well, I'm a grown fucking man.
Well, if you are, then I've done something bad. And I know it sounds like I'm bringing it back to me, but I'm circling back around. Don't worry. You were right. I was the one who broke into Pressman's office.
We were the ones.
No,
broke
don't
into
try to take the
Persimmon's
blame from me.
office.
I broke into Pressman's office. And
Serena's gonna turn her bag around. Put
I
it on
believe
her-
I believe both of you, and frankly, at that point,
I believe you, and I am unsurprised.
he's gonna pull to Serena. No, I don't know that you have it.
If you keep saying that she went alone, she's gonna open it. So
I found.
This might be a bit disgusting. She drops it on the table.
Fine, well, far from me from trying to keep you away from trouble, you daft.
I don't care about being away from trouble. We did it together. If anything, I was gonna keep you away from it, but you just blasted that you were responsible.
Ugh.
What
Casey,
the actual fuck?
Casey, just falls on a chair. Just
This was in his office.
I mean, there's
Oh.
gotta be there has to be an explanation. I mean, this can't just.
So, either. Well, he certainly knows more about you than he lets on. And
about your fetch as well.
most likely about your fetch, yes.
Earth were both of you in there. And then he doesn't even look at Thaddeus, he mostly looks at Serena with a very stern look.
I like the you. I can expect that from, but you.
Well, it doesn't come as a surprise that Thaddeus would have, because, you knew.
I knew, exactly.
And so that also leads to one thing. He most likely had your fetch in his possession. And either your fetch escaped or he let him go. So as said, I'm not exactly sure that Persimmon might be lying about what he knew or didn't know about the Queen of Spring. But he certainly knows more about you than he said.
So know that I very strong and drag every single word he can say out of him, right?
No.
And
But you're a royal and you'll know what to do of this.
And instead, I had believed that it would lead you to understand that the situation's more complex than it first appears. And that complex situations need to be taken delicately, one step at a time.
Who else knows?
Only the people here unless Thaddeus spoke.
Let's ally the queens also.
Yep, but
Oh.
I'm a good liar.
But that's a lie.
I am not in the mood to roll empathy.
It's okay, I'm a great liar.
Roll against me, Serena.
Fun.
I'm gonna help
okay.
Serena on this.
Ooh, cat
I'm
fight.
I'm gonna
What is
help
it?
Serena on this.
Alf,
Quoi?
what do we roll for this?
With empathy versus manipulation. Subterfuge.
Subterfuge.
Subterfuge. That's
Fuge.
Spanish for subterfuge.
Yeah.
I know. it.
Willpower. I'm gonna use that willpower.
4.
You didn't roll yet, right?
Not yet.
It's 1 or 2 dice.
3.
3. Just make sure.
Wait.
Aid another.
Willpower. Willpower.
Aid another. The number of
What?
successes I get gives that bonus of dice. Serena, you can add 4 dice to
again?
your.
Holy shit. What's a Clash of Wills?
It's when you make an opposed check.
Clash of
Okay.
Wills?
Because you're using an ability?
Yeah.
A Clash of Will also add the weird, I think. Because when you
The
use
attack
magic
or the
powers, people
defense?
use their magic resistance.
So we both have a bonus dice?
Well, you have weird, yeah, 1. I feel someone's getting seen through. Who's
How
got
many?
how
many, my dear?
1, 2,
Even
3.
even with the 4 dice I gave you?
I took them. Ready?
Holy fuck, girl.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay. Damn it! Oh!
Holy
I
shit.
hate you!
My bonus dice had 3 successes.
Oh my god, that weird coming in clutch.
Holy
Damn.
hell!
That was a
Gab,
battle
did
of
you
the
add the-
titans.
Gab, did you
Yeah.
add the weird?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as she says, like,
It's my best roll of the game.
yeah, absolutely. So as she says, like, no, I said, I talked about it to no one else, and you see her looking away for a moment, and you're like, are you sure?
No, I'm happy to know the one I trust the most went to see my. I don't care what my king did. Like, that's a problem in itself. But the fact that she went into his stuff with someone else and then lie about other things to our faces. I don't want you in my fucking dreams tonight, girl.
Discord on the Discord.
What do you mean?
The girls
I'm your
are
friend? I didn't
fighting!
even
Cat
know at this point.
fight!
To be fair, this just all sounds like a big plan from everyone to bring down the freehold.
Go full.
Something like-
Nick is just there like, okay.
No,
Go
no, no, not
go
this time. This time
full
he gave up. This time he lost the battle.
Go full Real Housewives and just throw wine at each other.
All right, so you notice that as she talks. So we were at, no, I said it to no one else.
Unless Thaddeus said anything.
Okay. Well. I'm not going to just storm Ursula. You are right. It's to be handled carefully. Only because, Serena, you were right. If start not throwing down whole freehold, we won't have a freehold. So there are a lot of answers. A lot of them from Persimmon. Or at least Autumn Court. When winter wanes, spring waxes, we have an expedition to prepare for. That sound like a sound mostly not anger fueled plan.
Sounds about right indeed.
Does sound more reasonable, Casey.
We'll workshop it, but that's a good start.
Then our business is done. Dally, thank you very much.
Well, I think we'll see each other soon. No right to die before I get my looking glass.
I assume at least one of
Promise.
us will survive.
Do our best.
All right, now I think you've had the answers you wanted. Well, you've had answers whether you wanted them or not.
Yeah. Go. I think a lot of people are going to be expecting us, or at least wondering where we are.
Hey. Alright. Let's go back home.
The game will end before you leave the hedge. So if you want to talk, say something, do a scene, do it soon, or you can do it next week. But if something is burning your lips, I think you made a good. You said everything that needed to be said, but I wanted to be transparent.
Cat fight, cat fight, cat fight, cat fight.
I know Amelia is not saying anything to Serena. She's
So-
taking it in.
Oh fuck! I didn't take my song. Wait. What's the group?
Don't force me to put on technical difficulty.
No.
Right? Daddy is not there.
Daddy is.
In the
No,
meantime.
wait. Daddy is, come back.
Oh wait, there he is.
Oh, I was ready to start. I was just. If you want to do it, do your scene. I'm not intruding.
I don't think anyone
No.
has a
Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay.
I
I
don't
don't
want
right now.
anyone
was
to
up,
ask.
so I was worried.
I think Casey's a man with a plan, so
In
With a kind of a
the
plan.
Time
look, 12% of a plan.
at
bad.
Casey's house. Lind, at Casey's apartment, Lind is walking and going on the table to the remote and presses power. Oh wait, there's a. Sorry. I've ruined everything by clicking at the wrong place. Lind opens the TV and a song comes on. The little goblin takes a head start and run, slides, and dances to the rhythm because he loves music. And the door to the apartment opens. And Lind stops, a little embarrassed of dancing in front of someone. Oh, Casey, Lind was not causing any trouble, he swears. How was your day? But Casey doesn't answer. It's okay, don't need to answer, Lind can tell. He looks at Casey and, ignoring the little being, wait, you're not Casey? And as he says that, Lind glows a little green, and the space between them elongate becomes, and the corridors take twists and turn. And outside the apartment building, everything seems normal.
Okay, so lying to me is a thing. Trapping Camilla wherever is another thing.
But
But
hurting them.
hurting Lint
Hurting
will
Lint.
not be
I mean,
forgiven
just say-
nor forgotten.
Because it went fast, what happened in the end is Lynn's ability.
Yeah. It's his labyrinth
Yeah,
making.
Lynn doing Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Fun.
Lynn doing God's work for y'all.
Yeah.
Go Lint.
Lynn says, not on my watch, bitch.
Lint was an investment, y'all.
MVP.
Blessed be he.
And so this has been episode 16 of the Chronicles of Twigs and Reckoning, the Gate of Horn. Music tonight has been
We started with The Last Kingdom by Eivor and John Loon. Then I used many different songs from mostly House of Cards.
Yeah, I think we can like the background music as House of Cards, Ace Dana,
I used
and usual.
Tolga by Apparat for when Casey went into the dream. And we ended with Dirty by Cranston.
So, thank you for watching. Thank you for having been with us. We should be back next week, same time, same place. And in the meantime, stay home, wear a mask, take
Wash your
care.
hands.
Good night.